I think we can keep this thing moving to our last segment, which is we gotta ask. You guys don't have to answer, but it's you guys can tell us to fuck off. But I think these are fun questions to ask, and I'll start it off with who is the hardest coach that you have ever had a sideline interview with?
Lloyd Carr. I'll just start right here. When they were losing, and that Michigan App State game, he blew me off. He didn't stop. He was like, peace out.
At halftime?
Yeah,
at halftime. Like, and remember, this was my first ever game, so I was like, oh shit, like right. And then I'm like, me now, I would have ran his ass down and tackled him and been like, no, you're going to answer this question.
You got an obligation.
No, Lloyd Carr. Lloyd Carr was my I mean, that stands out. Ian?
For sure.
I would say Coach Belichick. And not because he was ever disrespectful, but you knew what you would get, even if they were up by 30. And I love a challenge. And I remember just asking Jarrett, even texting him during the game, I'm like, shit, I'm in my head about this. Like, I want Coach this to go well. And Jarrett would always say, it's not about you. This has nothing to do with you. This is how it is. Like, this is, his demeanor on the field. And because off the field, I would say to Coach, hey, how do I get you to like me? And he's like, what are you talking about? I like you. But that was just how he handled things. So I took it as a mission. Coach Saban, early in his career when I was doing college, I was very because he was very direct. But then,
he's similar, yeah.
Yeah. But I cracked him a bit. So
nice. What about the opposite? Favorite coach? Like, who's like somebody where you're like, I get to talk to him and he's just going to kill it. This is going to be great.
Yeah. Happy or sad or pissed off, Kyle Shanahan is freaking great at halftime because he will tell you everything and he doesn't candy coat it. Yeah. Chris and I have talked about it a lot, and he'll also do it with a full-blown sprint. So it's like, your bra better be supportive. You better have great shoes. Like, I'm like ducking in and out of you guys. Like, sorry, Jason. You don't, and because he's going, and you better have 2 ready to go because that's all you're going to get.
Yeah.
I mean, we just talked about it. I was so grateful that Mike Vrabel came up to set. I never ever take for granted. You guys have just played a game. And, you want to go take a shower, or you got, for him, he's got the post-game podium stuff and all this kind of stuff. So coming up and doing an interview from him, Sean Payton's always been great.
The best.
I know we worked that 1 year together at Fox, but although my man, I got to work with him. You ask him a question and it's 40 minutes later and he has not answered the question. And I'm like, Sean, the game's over. What is happening? So we're going to work on him being more succinct, but we love Sean. Mike Vrabel, I don't know. Mike Tomlin's another OG that's just going to always
the lines he delivers are so. He was great just this past week. He's a classic.
Yeah,
we've had an idea on the show for a boyfriend whistle. What do you think of this idea? Like almost like a
whistle. Like
you're the coach. Take the trash out. Like, what are you doing? I don't know.
The idea is that men are coachable. So if you need chores done around the house, you get a whistle to get their attention to snap into line and do it. Or if you just mention it to them while they're doing something else, it won't register. Yeah. So
to do chores?
The idea was to get a boyfriend whistle.
Whenever they need to coach up their husband.
Oh my God.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm ordering a whistle right now off Amazon. Steve, you're going to have a long night ahead of you, sweetheart. This thing is going to be here in 10 minutes. Get going.
Oh, no, Jimmy.
I mean, Steve is very coachable. I will say he always just tells me to write down what I want him to do. He's like, I will do whatever you want me to do. You just have to write it down. Because if you just tell me while I'm doing other things, I'm going to forget. And then you're going to say to me, you weren't listening to me because I wasn't listening to you because I was doing other things. So if I just write it down, but I'm now all in on and we'll even play a little blow the whistle in the background. Gilly?
See, I don't need that for chores in my house because mine is on me about keeping it tight. So
there we go.
Yeah, big time. But other things, I'm down for it. Let us know when we can pick that up.
All right. We got to get a New Heights whistle on the market.
Yeah.
All right. When traveling with friends, what makes a good travel +1?
Keeping track of the passport. I don't want to be responsible for it. Steve is way more responsible than me. So since we all travel a lot for work, every single person on here, when I travel recreationally, I am at that airport bar or that airport lounge and I am ready to get in the mix. So I don't want to be responsible for having to get to the gate on time. I don't want to deal with the passport. Like I'm already on my vacation the second I get in that Uber to go to the airport. So like, please just be responsible for me while we're at the airport. And that makes a good travel partner.
But I think Steve and Jarrett are the same with this, Carissa, with our vacations we've gone on. Like they deal with, I know Jarrett deals with the reservations. He deals with the cars that are picking us up. Like he's very big into the schedule and, hey guys, we're going to do this. And sometimes a little too much. Like, hey babe, Clark Griswold, relax. We don't need to have the whole trip planned out. Maybe one day we sleep in. I don't know.
He's a planner.
So yeah, he's really good with that. And I think when he's not around, I kind of panic. Like, wait, I have to plug in my gloves myself and heat them myself and bring our stuff down to the lockers. What are you talking about?
Aaron, we have to tell. So this past off season, Aaron and I did, and Steve and Jarrett did a Griswold European vacation. So we were almost 10 days or 2 weeks we were in Europe together. And the guys planned it all. They did everything. So Aaron and I had a talking with one another before this trip started. Like we are not allowed to fucking complain about a goddamn thing because we planned a whole thing. So
there we go.
But the one night we did complain was when Jarrett asked a teammate, former teammate who was European, of where to go to dinner one night.
Oh no.
We were in Monaco and there were these guys that were there on a bike. They were on a cycling trip with a bunch of dudes. Okay.
Prostitutes that showed up.
There they were. Not our better half. There they were. Yep. And so as we're asking these guys about their cycling trip, they're like, oh yeah. I'm like, so do you bring your own bike? And they're like, no. And I'm like, definitely a cover up on the old cycling trip.
Oh my God. I don't even know where to go, Jason. It's on you.
As a girl dad of 4, at some point, I will have 4 teenage girls living under one roof. Is there any advice that you guys have? What is just...
I would, so I remember this vividly, where I saved up my babysitting money and Janko jeans were like really in then. And so I came down the stairs in these Janko jeans and my dad looked at me and goes, what the fuck are you wearing? And I go, oh, these are new jeans. And he goes, not in this house, they're not. And I was devastated that he wasn't going to let me dress like the skater that I wanted to dress like and whatever. But he always had the thing like, it's my house, my rules. And he was like, we're not doing that. And so I would say along those same lines where it's like, my dad also had this expression, it's not my job to be your friend. It's my job to be your parent. And then when you turn 18, you get to decide if you want to be friends with me. So it's like, as hard as it is, I'm sure, because girls will like, butter you up and all this stuff. It's like you just stay. And I know you and Kylie are very aligned on this. I've heard you say like, we don't want to raise brats, and you won't because.
And I loved that, Jason.
Because it's like, it's your, to send these children out into the world and be good human beings. It starts at home. And that is.
Somewhere between the whisper of the Atlantic wind and the soft glow of mansion lights, stories are born that no one is quite sure are true. This year, Watch Hill, Rhode Island, became the center of a story that seemed almost cinematic. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, newly engaged, reportedly spending Thanksgiving at Swift's storied holiday house. The air practically vibrated with speculation as fans and locals alike squinted through the November haze, hoping for a glimpse or even a confirmation. But as always with Taylor, the truth is layered, elusive, and infinitely tantalizing. Picture it. The sprawling estate perched above the rocky shoreline, waves crashing below, and inside, a gathering unlike any other. An anonymous tip dropped like a spark on social media, fanned by Duma, the gossip account with a sharp nose for the scent of celebrity intrigue. Taylor and Travis are spending the long Thanksgiving weekend in Rhode Island at the holiday house, the tipster claimed, launching 1,000 group chats and speculative posts. The rumor swirled faster when a local newspaper, the Providence Journal, received a similar anonymous message, adding yet another layer. Swift's parents, Andrea and Scott, were apparently among the guests. It was all so perfectly Swiftian, mysterious, glamorous, and just out of reach. Fans, their detective skills sharpened by years of decoding lyrics and tracking flight patterns, quickly set to work. Swift's private jet, once easily monitored, had gone dark, but a tantalizing clue emerged. A flight from London to Kansas City on November 30th, the day after Thanksgiving. All eyes turned to Kelce, who spent the holiday playing football in Dallas. Swift was nowhere to be seen in the stands, a rare absence that only fueled the mystery. Was she really in Rhode Island, watching the waves and sharing pumpkin pie with her family and fiancé, or was this just another myth in the making? The truth, as always, seemed to shimmer just out of reach. For Swift, Thanksgiving in the Ocean State would not be unprecedented. In 2016, she famously hosted a holiday gathering at the same seaside estate. Her inner circle gathered around the fire, laughter mingling with the salt air. That year, the guest list sparkled with celebrity names, and Instagram was awash with photos of famous faces in cozy sweaters. The house itself, known as the Holiday House, has become almost as legendary as its owner. With its grand rooms and sweeping views, it's the perfect backdrop for a storybook Thanksgiving, and for a story that refuses to die down. Each year, rumors of Swift's presence in Watch Hill surface with the same regularity as the changing leaves, and each year, locals and fans alike keep watch, hoping for a sign. This year, the stakes felt higher. The romance between Swift and Kelce, played out in public moments and private whispers, has captivated millions. The idea of them escaping the glare of the spotlight for a holiday by the sea is almost irresistibly romantic. Imagine the scene. A table set with flickering candles, Swift's parents sharing stories, Kelce tossing a football on the lawn with Austin Swift, and Taylor herself slipping away to the piano to play a song she's been working on in secret. Outside, the town buzzes with possibility. Every unfamiliar car met with a second glance. Every delivery person questioned for crumbs of information. Yet the silence from Swift's camp is deafening. No Instagram posts, no cryptic tweets, just the sound of the ocean and the crackle of rumors. Perhaps that's the real magic of the story, the way it wraps itself around the imagination, inviting us to fill in the blanks with our own longing for connection, for a glimpse into the world of someone who seems both impossibly distant and achingly familiar. The mansion at Watch Hill stands as a monument to this longing, its windows aglow, its secrets safe for another year. Whether or not Taylor and Travis spent their Thanksgiving there, the story has already become part of the legend. In a world where every move is tracked, every word dissected, there's something deliciously old-fashioned about a mystery that remains unsolved, a door that stays just barely ajar. The waves keep crashing, the rumors keep swirling, and somewhere, a song is being written that we'll all be singing soon enough.